She is a YouTube sensation, international performer. I don't want to say too much about her because she's got some exciting stuff that we want to talk about. Let's welcome to the show the star of Twinkle Time. Twinkle is in the house. Twinkle, are you there?
Morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
That is the cutest thing ever. You're just
Thank you.
adorable.
Thank
So,
you.
Twinkle, we're so excited to have you here. And for you got a lot of fans that are with us and that already know about you. But for people who don't know you, tell us about Twinkle and Twinkle Time and where people can watch, because you have a new single that we also want to talk about. But tell us a little bit about just Twinkle.
Okay, so I'm a bilingual recording artist for kids and families. I've been doing this for 10 years, so a whole decade. I'm based in Los Angeles, and it took some time to start, getting out into the rest of the country, but I've been fortunate to be able to tour the country. I'm a touring artist, and I've got a couple albums in both English and Spanish, and I also do a lot of YouTube content, not just music videos, but also educational videos in English and Spanish. And I've been doing this, like I said, for a really long time, and I love what I do.
And you're remarkable at it. Such a talented performer, singer, dancer, and people are writing in. We want to acknowledge Augusta
Hi, guys.
and Joe and Kelsey and Amalfi and
Lincoln.
my Jazzy Mac uh,
Yes.
and Chris. They're all saying hello to you.
Oh.
So wonderful, and glad that you guys are all here to hear and see Twinkle. And Twinkle, you have a brand new single that came out just on, I think, Friday, maybe it launched.
So my single came out 2 weeks ago, but on Friday, my music video to the single came out. And so I do everything in English and Spanish. So the song is called It's Okay to Be Me. In Espanol, it's A mí me gusta ser yo. I'm Peruvian American. That's why I do everything in both English and Spanish. And this is my favorite song. I love it. I love the message of the song, which is about acceptance, that we all are different. We're all unique, but that's what actually makes us all so very special. And I just worked so hard at putting this music video together in the last couple of weeks, and I'm so proud of it. And it's been really well received, and I'm just really excited about it. And I just feel like I dedicate this song to who I call my twinkle lights, who are the people that follow me. And a lot of them are here right now. And they're like, please say my name.
Yes.
But they have, when you say what keeps you motivated during, I call it being safer at home this past year and a half, they kept me motivated. And they were the reason I woke up every single day at 2 o'clock, because I started doing a live stream and created this amazing virtual family. And I got to not only just be creative, but got to be friends with these people, and also learn so much about who they are, and that we've developed a really cool friendship.
I think that's remarkable. For those of you who are just tuning in, we're here with the amazing recording artist Twinkle. And Traven just put in the comments the link to watch the new video of her new single. And all of the links to all of Twinkle's social media and places to watch Twinkle Time are in the show description on whichever platform that you're watching. But it's in the comments right now to be able to watch the new video that just came out on Friday, which is super cute. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
But the message, as you were talking about, is just, it is the thing that the world needs to hear right now, and that our kids need to hear right now. That
Exactly.
that empowerment of that you're okay, and that being different is just a fabulous thing. It's not just okay, it's a fabulous thing to be different.
It's so fabulous. And I like to tell everybody, always be the flamingo in the flock of pigeons, stand out and shine, let your light shine, and be proud of who you are. And I have so many, and this is why this I want to bring awareness to autism because I have so many followers that are on the autism spectrum, and their biggest thing to me is like, we love you, you're like our friend, you accept me for who I am. And I always am like that. And what they really want, their message, and this is like why I want to like champion them, is that they're so talented and gifted and special and unique, and they want other people just to treat them the same. They don't want to be treated differently. They want to be accepted. And so this song is very special in so many ways because I told them, I'm like, this song is for my twinkle lights. So yes.
I love that. We got a lot of people who are writing in. Joe has asked, would you please tell him hi?
Hi, Joe. He says happy tears. Happy
Yes,
tears.
happy tears.
Yes.
And Vanessa says, thank you so much for embracing our community. I think that a lot of us feel that way too, that, that's a very important thing for all of us, but especially this is an area where I think there's been a little bit of movement in the last 10 years. And obviously you're somebody who's at the forefront of that, about making sure that at all levels of entertainment, that our kiddos are seeing a place where they are welcomed. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, we always talk about that, being loved for who you are, not in spite of it.
Yes. I think it's so important for all of us to never judge a book by its cover. I always tell everybody, always open that book, read every single word, because you're going to learn so much about each other, and it'll make you, everybody, like a better human. So, I just say never judge a book by its cover, and always show love and kindness and acceptance to all.
Amen to that. What a great lesson. But a lot of your work is focused on teaching those empowerment skills and being accepting of yourself. So if a parent is watching this and they are unaware of, they didn't know about you before, and now they're like, okay, as I said, we have put links into the show description on all the platforms, but where would you recommend that they start? Should they start with the new video, Twinkle?
Definitely start with the new video, which is It's Okay to Be Me. I mean, me gusta ser yo. I've got so many webisodes. My whole mission is I want to inspire and educate through music and arts, because I think we all learn so differently. I was a kid that learned through music. Like, it was really hard for me to focus in other things, but to learn through music and arts, I was like, oh, this is what we're talking about. Okay, now I know this subject. Like, you could put math in a song and I'd be like, oh, I got it now. So that's what I want to do. I want to inspire, educate through music and arts. And I just think music is like such a universal language, and it brings all walks of life from all over the world. Sometimes you don't even have to know the language, and we can all just come together through music and arts. So definitely, I've got webisodes. I've got like if you're really little, I've got the ABCs and in English and Spanish. So not only are you just learning the ABCs, but you're learning it in both languages. And so, like I said, I always try to implement and do everything in both markets.
Absolutely love it. Now let's talk a little bit about this new video, because you had a really, first of all, a fabulous choreographer. Talk a little bit about him, and you have
Yes.
some dancers that we need to acknowledge in your new video.
Yes. Okay. So I have to say that I'm so super blessed and lucky to have really talented friends. So I kind of want to hopefully mention everybody. So it was all done with friends. So my very, very good friend since childhood, we used to dance together. Her name is Dove Delos. Hi, Dove. Her family owns the Delos Dance Studio, and that's where I trained. And so when I had this vision of including kids, I said, okay, we've got to use the Delos dancers. And so we've got 15 dancers from Delos Dance Studio, where I grew up dancing. The choreographer, Frank Soares, is actually a really good friend of mine. He is fabulous. So not only does he choreograph, but he dances for so many amazing people. He just danced for Olivia Rodrigo, who's blowing up the charts right now, is like the #1 artist in the world. And then Alex, who is the cinematographer, who is just brilliant, who's also a dancer himself and just knows how to capture movement so well. And I was just so lucky that some of my followers that have been following me for a long time are also featured in the music video, and their family were the ones that provided all the cool classic cars in the scenery that you'll see in the music video. And it was like literally just done all on the fly. Oh, and my friend Brigitta, who we've been friends since like right out of high school. I love fashion. It's a way that I also get to express myself. It's like another extension of who I am. And she's equally fabulous. So whenever I have like this idea and I'm like, this is what I want to do, she just kind of takes it up 100 notches. And she's the one that like created the amazing outfit that I have. So it was all done. I call it a family affair. We filmed it behind the Delos Dance studio, and it was done on 0 budget, and it was I think we did a fabulous job as a team. I'm very happy. And my DJ Dallas is the one that edited the video.
Wonderful. And I, people have written in and said, did we know that you used to be part of a girl group, and that I don't know if it's your DJ Dallas, but I know that there's somebody else very close to you that was part of a boy group that
Yes.
he helped you to do a lot of things. So you guys have sort of come up through the boy group, girl group sort of
Era.
situation. Yes.
Yes. So really briefly, my DJ Dallas and I were in the Y2K era of our lead singers of girl band, boy bands. We were both Billboard charting artists. We were signed to Disney Hollywood Records. So my group was Nobody's Angel, if you want to look that up. And his was Youngstown. And he and I write all the music that you guys can hear everywhere online.
Isn't that amazing? I know I was going through your stuff over the weekend, and I loved your video, Mask It Up.
Yes.
I super loved that and thought, I just think that there is such a need right now to provide really fun, artistic ways of looking at things for our kids that help them to language this really weird time.
Exactly.
Out of time. And so it's so great to know that you're doing things like that. That's absolutely remarkable. And for kids who are aversive to the mask, to see Twinkle and her friends mask it up, I thought it was super cute.
Thank you. I wanted to write a song that spun it in a positive and not like in a weird, scary way, and to be creative. And because, like I mentioned, not only am I an artist, but I love fashion. So I'm like, okay, well, these are our new accessories, and this is what we have to do for humanity and to be kind to all. And that video just was kind of cool how it all came about, because it was the first time ever in my entire life, I've been doing this since I was 5, where I never had an in-person rehearsal. So we had to rehearse and learn choreography on Zoom, which was so strange. And then literally on shoot day, just like going for it and just being like, okay, we haven't had like an actual rehearsal in front of mirrors and, being in sync. So that was a first experience for me, is doing everything through Zoom. But like you adapt and you roll with the punches, and you just kind of figure it out as you go. So I was really proud of that video too. And it's also in Espanol también.
Wonderful. And I know that you do a lot of touring and do a lot of events, everything from doing local libraries, that you're part of that program that we've loved when my son was younger, that they have some amazing artists that perform at local libraries. And that's a great opportunity. If you're, as we're coming out of COVID, check what the event schedule is for your local library, because it might be somebody like Twinkle, for heaven's sake.
Yes.
But
yeah, Go ahead. No, actually, we'll be at a library tomorrow. in Riverside. I believe it's the AKA Smiley Library for the Riverside County, who's been 100% completely supportive of me throughout the years. And the cool thing about tomorrow's show, it's free. So I mean, that's what's so cool. And I'll be there with my band. So it's going to be amazing.
That is amazing. What a wonderful. So if you're in the Riverside, California area, what a great opportunity. But you also do bigger venues too. If somebody wants to book you at an event,
Yes.
like, I'm thinking so often as we're coming out of COVID, we have conferences. And I'm always saying to people who are doing autism conferences, you have to have something for the kiddos to do. If I, right, if I had it my way, I would have them book you so that you would come and do like a fun interactive thing with the kiddos while the parents and the professionals are off learning something. Wouldn't that be like a swell idea, you guys? Wouldn't you want to do that with your kiddos? So if somebody wants to book you for something like that, Twinkle, who do they contact?
Moi. Go to twinkletimefriends.com or twinkletimefficial.com, which is my official website. But if you use Instagram or Facebook, you can always DM me there. And I would love to. So I do everything, anything that is related to families and children. That's where I do performing arts centers, festivals, fairs. I'm about to leave to do 2 weeks of county fairs in Montana and Colorado. So I travel everywhere. Those will be the first out of state gigs that I've done in a year and a half, which is so weird to say. So I'm so excited about it.
And you also do, as you mentioned, a live stream on YouTube. Mm-hmm. When can people catch that?
Well, the last couple of weeks, I've taken a couple weeks off because I was working really hard because I wear a lot of hats, not just being the artist, but I produce and I do all this songwriting. So I took a couple weeks off to concentrate on making the video and putting the video out. I will resume most likely when I get back from touring because I'll be gone for 2 weeks. I might do some spot dates, because now that everything's on our laptop, I might do a couple days like on the road. But it's my YouTube channel is Twinkle Time, and normally I would always do it at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But always just check Instagram where I post all updates at all times on Insta.
And Traven has put in the comments, you guys, the place where you can go, twinkletimefriends.com, so that you can check that out. But we want to encourage people to go and watch the video. We put the link into the comments to do that. It costs you nothing to do that. I promise you that you will find it absolutely delightful, and share that with your kiddo. Our kiddos, like everyone else, need theme songs to their lives to understand what's happening. And what better thing to understand that they are okay and that they are amazing. And they're going to get that from this song. So Twinkle, we are just so excited that you took the time to be with us here today, and so thrilled about the work that you're doing and the way you're doing it inclusively. It is so appreciated. I hope you have seen in some of the comments here that the parents have written in and said that you get it, that you're amazing, and that you're really remarkable. And we just need more people like you. So I hope all the good things come to you for the work that you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And to my twinkle lights that are on, I love you. And with all the hearts that I'm seeing, that's my friend Jason, who is brilliantly gifted, and you'll find a clip that I posted of him, who the day I released the music video, he sent me the most goosebump, spine chilling in a good way version of his guitar playing skills to my new song. It's brilliant, and everybody has to take a look at it, and that's from Jason. So thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I imagine that you are just filled with inspirational stories, and I can see why you have so many followers, both, kiddos and teens and adults on the spectrum, and those that aren't, because what you're doing is good, and putting good things out into the world. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
please check out the links, you guys, in the show description on whichever platform that you're watching. And make sure that you follow and like and share Twinkle's message so that more people have an opportunity to see and hear it.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you for having me. And maybe one day I could meet you in person.
And Vanessa has asked, she said that you would definitely inspire her son. And I don't know if you heard earlier in the show, we have a young man that we're supporting right now on the show. That we're touting a GoFundMe. Really amazing young man, so smart, so talented, worked so hard to get a scholarship and got a full ride scholarship to the college of his choice. And now because of a technicality, they've rescinded it because
no.
he has an autism spectrum diagnosis. And she wants to know what advice you would have for her son.
Oh my gosh. Don't give up. Don't give up. I have a fellow musician friend. Her name is Divinity Rocks, who was on my live stream and said something that was so powerful. She says, never give up, especially 10 minutes before the miracle. And I thought that was so profound. And I think about that all the time in difficult situations. So don't give up. Everybody, let's champion and get behind and support. And I think when everybody comes together and uses their voices for something like a technicality like that, that needs to be changed. And we need to make change. And the only way to make changes like that is to really support one another and champion each other.
Yeah. I believe in the saying from the last Marigold Hotel, which is it'll all be okay in the end. And if it's not okay now, then it's definitely not the end. And I believe that sometime in the future that this will be a footnote to Tori's story, that this was denied, and that what happened as a result of it was he changed it for a lot of people, and a lot more people will get to know Tori because of this challenge.
Yeah.
But I believe wholeheartedly that it's not going to stop Tori from doing what he's supposed to do. But I believe that it takes action on all of our part, which is why I asked earlier for people to donate. The link to the GoFundMe. We believe that down the road that the ROTC is going to change their mind about this. But in the meantime, Tori's got to go to school.
Yeah.
So everybody check the couch cushions and donate. If the truth is, there's that saying about if everybody just donated $1, he'd have way more than enough money to go.
Exactly. I love that.
Give what you can. I have a dog in the room having a nightmare, so that's what we did. I don't understand. But anyway, they're just saying how much they love you, Twinkle. And I think you've got some new fans from today, and we hope that everybody will check out that new video. Tell us one more time where they can find that.
It's okay to be me, or if you speak Spanish or just want to learn Spanish, a mí me gusta ser yo. It's the first 2 videos on my YouTube channel, which is Twinkle Time. I've got lots and lots of content, hours, hundreds of hours on my YouTube channel.
And it's delightful. And if you're looking for something for your kiddos to do, put it on your TV, get everybody up and get them dancing, and let that be their new theme song. They want to know, do you do the pinwheel?
That she's known as stage manager Katie on my live stream, and she sends me pinwheels with random questions. And I was like, oh, I think she sent me a pinwheel. She always sends that for my live stream. Hi,
do we
Katie.
need to do we have time. Do we need to do a random question right now? Sure.
Okay. Let's, hopefully I have service. Here you go, Katie. This is for Katie. If my, here we go. Oh, wow. It's like I'm doing my live stream right now. So she sends a little pinwheel, and then it's like the most random questions.
Okay.
And you never know what the question is going to be. And let's see. The question is, what sweet, healthy snack would I like to be? Oh, I know you said you didn't like chocolate, but I love Hershey's Kisses, especially the ones with the almond in it. So I would be that. What would you be?
I think I would like to be one of the sour gummy bears.
Oh,
It's like sweet and sour but chewy, so it's like the
yes.
whole thing.
Yes.
I want to be the whole thing.
I
And
love it.
sometimes I'm very sweet, and sometimes I'm a little tangy. You know,
That's okay.
it's what you got to be. Uh, so wonderful. We have another question. Cynthia wants to know, my 16-year-old son, who is on the spectrum and is teaching himself to play the guitar and piano by ear, would you have any advice for him?
Oh, wow. That's amazing because I don't read music. And DJ Dallas, who is a musician, but also doesn't read music, never was trained, does everything by ear. I think practice, 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 and just listening to things over and over. Like my friend Jason, he's not trained either. He just watches and like instantly can be a rock star. So I just think just keep practicing. And if music is your passion, then just live, eat, and breathe that.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I love that one of our viewers wrote in and said that they would be a cinnamon Altoid. I absolutely like, that's very specific. I
That
love
is
that.
super specific. And I was just thinking too how you earlier you said there's nothing random in behaviors. And I also think going back to I think it was Vanessa situation with her son, there's nothing is ever random. Everything happens for a reason. And like you said earlier, like maybe it was his purpose and their purpose to kind of elevate this for change. So I just that kept playing in my mind. I'm like, I have to say that.
No, I love that, because I do believe, somebody asked me the other day, what do you do when you're stuck and you need to get something done? Like, what do you do? And I said, the thing that works the best for me is picturing a time in the future when it's already done and what that
Mm,
is like. And when there's a problem like this, I immediately go to that. It's important that we recognize that you still have to go through the gauntlet of
yeah.
whatever it is. Like, that's a really important part of it. You have to get from point A to point whatever. And so this is the difficult time. This is the difficult time where we don't know how Tori is going to pay his freshman tuition. But I like to believe that there's going to be a time in the future when we're going to know that Tori changed the system. And
Yeah.
it wasn't just that Tori got his freshman tuition. Tori changed the system, and that there are kiddos that come behind him, that he leaves a legacy of helping
Yeah.
people. But we still have to pay attention to, we have to get from point A and not just be Buddhas and sit around knowing that Tori's going to go to college. We have to do the legwork.
You
That
have
means,
to do the work.
yep,
Yep.
and we have to be a community and support each other. So please, please, check out the link and donate to Tori's GoFundMe. Let's get this young man off to his freshman year.
I
Uh,
totally agree.
there we go. So we're out of time now, though. But Twinkle, I just want to thank you for being here, being such a light. I love that you call them your twinkle lights, but you are a light.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you at things. And I hope to see you at a big autism event sometime soon. Somebody
I
needs to
would
book you.
I would love absolutely love that. I would just love it.
That would be super swell. Well, thank you for all that you do, and say thank you to DJ Dallas for us as well.
I will. Thank you for having me and bye everybody. Thank you so much.
All right, you take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching Autism Live. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.